Hello and welcome back to YouTube, home of the NAB Doctor. In today's video we're going to have a look at the Lego EV3 Mindstorm. Now these are a great product. You can buy them in the home kits or the educational packs. Come with a few different accessories. So have a look and compare these two products to see which is going to suit you the best. So to help you guys out, I've just designed this basic robot with two large motors, some touch sensors and colour sensors, just to get us started on some basic skills using the Mindstorm robotics. Now in designing your robot you want to make sure it's nice and sturdy and built with a purpose. Now let's get started with some basic programming. I'm using the Lego Mindstorm Program app on my iPad. The software is also available on PC and Mac. So today we're going to have a look at some basic motor control programming using the dual motors plugged into both ports B and C. We want to make sure that it's the same on our robot as well as that is in the code. Now to go on how far we want our robot to move, we need to change the amount of rotations. In this example we're just going to use 2. Now after you've built your first code, you want to make sure that your robot does have the right settings turned on to connect to your device. In this case we are using an iPad Pro, so we need to go in and make sure visibility, Bluetooth and iPhone, iPod, iPad is turned on. When using any other Bluetooth devices, make sure that this is off. Next we want to go up to the top right hand corner and click the image of the brick. And hopefully your Mindstorm will come up as an accessory. Select that and then just ignore this because it'll want you to download another app. Now to play your code, just hit the play button, it'll download the file to the brick and off we go. This time to make your robot travel a little bit further, increase the number of rotations. You may need to experiment with these figures to suit the project that you are wanting to work on. So this time we've increased it to 5 and let's play it code and see what it does this time. As we can see, it has travelled significantly further this time around. Turn our robots using the tank motor controls by independently changing the direction of each motor. To turn right, we want to make sure that the right wheel is going to spin backwards, and so we need to make it a negative value. In this instance we're using the speed of 75 and we'll maintain that. Now to change how far you want your robot to turn, we also need to change the number of rotations. So now we'll cut that back to 0.6. As we can see now it almost turns to about a right angle. Now let's look at changing that up and turning left. So this time we want the left wheel to go backwards, so I'm going to change that to negative 75. And we want the right wheel to be going forwards again, so we can make that a positive. This time we might slow it down though a little bit so it's not as jagged. Now by changing the speed, it's not going to change how much we turn. Just change how quick it does it. Now this time let's try a moving turn. So we're going to have the left wheel moving at speed 50 and the right wheel speed 80. And if we increase the number of rotations to 3, this will allow us to cover some distance while making the turn. This will allow us to move forward while turning at the same time. Now let's have a look at some of the other features. We have the medium motor, large motor, steering, the tank that we have just used, display, sound and the brick status lights. These all give us coding options. There is also the wait and repeat, and the purple tab is for notes. In the bottom right hand corner we can see some of the stats for our motors and sensors. So at the bottom we can see we have the touch sensors. When you press them it does come up on screen. And finally, to turn off your Mindstorm brick, hold down that button in the left hand corner, move across the tick and hit the center button. As always, like, subscribe and click on that bell to get a notification when the new video comes out. You'll see me next time. NAB Doctor out.